Hello, we're back at it again with more metaphor. Just the final battle here. Just gonna be the final battle here. I have no idea how much left. How much is there left in the after the final battle? But I'm just gonna finish tonight. This might be a short stream. I might take a peek into the the post in the new game plus. His asshole finished the game 32 sessions. Heyo, Hokolo Gamer. God, yeah, Otowaru Rumo no is really good. I really need to like jump in eventually. Is this the longest one yet? I feel like this is the longest one I've ever like streamed. Wonder if there's like, man, yeah, I feel like this is the longest one. Might be that when I stream Kuro no Kiseki, how many streams did I have for Kuro no Kiseki? Never mind, I have 40 streams for Kuro no Kiseki. Decently lengthy streams too. That's fucking 40, man. Holy shit. What the hell was that game? Trying to see if there was any other contenders. Jesus. Also because that was spreadsheet gaming. So that might contributed like a lot. Trying to remember what else. Oh yeah, no. It's Kuro no Kiseki that's been the longest for me. Who knows? I might keep playing Metaphor. For completionist. B3R and Baldur's? How much is oh, it's 28 streams exact each. Yeah, they're lengthy ass game. How many did I even finish Baldur's Gate? I don't even know how many streams I have for Baldur's Gate. It's just like a clusterfuck of streams of Baldur's Gate for me. Your daybreak is 22 at the moment. I have like 3 separate, probably like 4 separate playthroughs of Baldur's Gate. We was never gonna finish. I mean, I did finish my own playthrough, but it was fun for the first few. It was fun for the first few bits with a gang. All right, this might be a short stream. I don't know how much else there is for the final fight, because when I jumped into the final fight last night, it was like 3:30 a.m. and I was like, oh man, I cannot fucking do this. We're gonna do it again tonight. Just kidding. No, I'm optimized for this fight, so. Alright. Thank you for dropping by, Sir Hokolo Gagaman. I need to jump into a Towaru Rumono. It's such a good... I shall hop out to avoid any sort of spoilers, yeah. Peace. See you later. GG's. Thanks for the stream earlier. Monochrome Mobius. Yeah, I'm thinking of jumping into that, but I feel like I think I might jump into Monochrome Mobius, but I really like Hokolo. I really like Hokolo's crew. Maybe after you finish, I'll jump into 2. Or maybe just run through your streams again. And then jump into 2. I really like Hokolo's crew. I might jump into 2. I might jump into monochrome, maybe. Never mind, but I might jump into monochrome. How long is that game? $31 hours? That's pretty good. $50 hours, completionist. I might jump into that, yeah. That's like a perfect length. Yeah, it's like a perfect length for RPG. These beefy ass games that we've been playing. Yeah. These beefy ass games that we've been playing, dude. They're such beefy. They're so beefy, like I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel like I'm aging. I can physically feel like I'm aging going through back to back these games that are hella long. No, but they're fun though. Not gonna lie. Even Metaphor, I feel like I need to run it down again. I really wanted to run it down in Metaphor again for Regicide. Now that I've expanded my playstyle in Metaphor, I really want to play all the other classes. Expanded beyond merchant gaming. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go and finish this game. Close the book and maybe see a little bit of yeah, there's a super difficulty. It's Regicide. There's a super difficulty. I'm gonna try and see. Yeah, close the book on this tale, which is actually pretty meta. Is a very meta thing to say for Metaphor. Which, yeah, and then if I'm not too tired, I'm gonna see what New Game Plus has in store for us and then try to run it down. But yeah, let's finish this. Let's finish this. I'm gonna go for completionist for this game, so I think it deserves a completionist run.
All right.
We'll see you later, more.
However,
Atlas redeemed Dark Souls font? Yes. This year they may have redeemed themselves with Unicorn Overlord. Actually, no, not Unicorn Overlord. That's like taking the glory from Vanilla Studios, but for Metaphor, Atlas redeemed maybe. They should put out 50 games of Metaphor. They implied that there's like a different continent in this game. They've implied that there's like a different continent in this game. They could do another Metaphor. Different cast maybe, with returning characters. This is just one country. Imagine. Yeah, I feel like it'd be a waste to throw out the setting. The game is really good, like... The setting is really good. It really fleshed out like a lot of reading the codex says, yeah. There's a lot of meat in Metaphor, like meaty for. They could do another game. They could milk the shit out of this game, and I'd be down for it. I might not jump into no, I'd be down for it again. If they re-release this game with new followers, I might jump in again. Atlas will create a world where Metaphor exists forever, like Persona 5. I need to see what the hell happens to Royale one of these days. Now that Atlas has been redeemed, I'm kind of curious about Royale now. Anyways, let's finish this. Let's finish this! No problem, no problem. Thank you for keeping me company, brother. Peace out. GG's. Enjoy the long weekend. I'll see you later. Salute emoji.
Kingdom rests in your hands now.
Well, let this dialogue play through because I'm confident that we're gonna beat this guy.
If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality.
One thing that I just realized about Moore, he looks like that guy from Hunter x Hunter.
Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
He's very passionate with that one line. He looks like that. I forgot what it was named. Gon's buddy.
Everyone, he's awake.
Mentor guy.
Is he all right?
Or running Stroll and Hulkenberg and Juna.
Huh. Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Well, don't leave out Heismay. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked.
Did somebody do like a healer limit
True.
break?
It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
Oh no, we didn't get hit by a healer limit break. It's by everyone's powers. All of our supporters gave us a full heal. I forget, was this the part where everybody gives him a choice of words?
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did. After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies? I will never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
His aura is entirely different.
That was yelled straight out of Dragon Ball.
Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Let's go then! This is our final battle!
We've already beat your ass last night, actually.
The world
Not really,
must
but...
be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew. You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
He will win this. For the sake of our world.
I won't hold back!
That's right, you tell him. Alright, let's do this. I didn't clear any of the bosses in the previous areas, so
Give you the performance of a
the second phase of this fight is still that killer form.
Moving back. Now for a grand maneuver.
Luis in his pinnacle form.
You get thanks.
Helpful as ever.
What's needed?
I think Luis deserves to be fought in his pinnacle.
Warlord!
Warlord.
Not this. Let's get on with it!
I knew you'd help.
There is no power
Just join with me.
in your fantasy.
We're charged. We're charged.
Lives together.
Let my power support you.
Hindenburg's ploy
I will
exposed a
fight
new
with pride.
weakness.
Lend me your strength.
Let me help!
We're beating your ass.
I've got just the dance for you. I call upon a royal soul.
You don't even have debuffs. That's crazy.
No need to. No one here fights alone.
That helped.
I owe you.
Thank you.
Withdrawing! Warlord!
Is he gonna remove our buffs? Should I just go for the Vidyartha?
All's fair in war.
Fuck the crit. We don't need the crit.
Lend me your strength.
Have no need.
You can do this.
Bonk.
We've got them right in their weak spot.
We'll do this together.
Big bonk.
Nice hit.
Holy.
That was perfect. Don't under Persona Master.
Persona Master.
Now for a grand maneuver.
I knew you'd help.
Keep charging.
Helpful as ever.
What's needed?
This comp feels so good, man.
No holding back!
Fantasy.
They might remove our buffs. I'll just
This should help.
crit.
That helped.
That helped.
I'm obliged.
Give in to
We're gonna kill you, dog.
Well, that's not good.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Which mouth is it?
What? Is he trying
Middle
to
mouth.
swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly Magla in the
Oh,
puppets.
power of
Attack him
heroes!
before he swallows more.
Are we charged? Yes, we are.
Behold, we stand together.
Get the fuck out of here.
Power support.
The puppet's
Let's stay calm.
Magla's fading.
I'm all prepared.
It's gonna attack.
All right, let's go!
I'll show you. Let's not. Come on, help me out.
I knew you'd help.
I owe you.
The order of this comp is like perfect.
Our new world and its ideals have no need
Almost.
for you.
How do you like this?
There is
For
no
all that we
power
strive for!
in your fantasy.
Let my power support you.
Together, my
What, a miss?
Together!
Whatever.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
No, that's so rude.
Shoulders.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
No, that's hides May.
Let's work together. Lend me your strength.
We're just gonna attack.
We'll team up.
Fuck it.
Moving to the front. Personal spec. Now for a grand maneuver.
Thanks.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Maybe I should have jacked up
play?
Hulkenberg's like agility classes. Or at least the archetypes that gives agility.
Give me your aid.
Let my power support you. I knew you'd help.
I stand ready. Join with me.
You can do this.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed
They will
a
fight
new
with pride.
weakness.
Let's set it up.
Let me help.
How trivial.
Bonk. Big bonks. Yeah, no, for the MC, I think Strength Endurance is the best build.
What was that?
I regret everything that I've picked at the beginning of the game for the Prince.
He'll unleash devastating magic. He's building up an incredible amount of magla.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side means he's gonna heal. Attack him, or he'll eat the puppets. I call upon a royal soul.
That helped.
I owe you.
What's needed?
The world of all
Let's make an end of it.
people.
Thank you.
We're running out of mana.
Allies, together!
Let's do this.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new
I'm all prepared.
weakness.
We might one-shot this, wait.
All right, let's go.
Okay, no.
It's magla's fading. I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. Let's do this together.
That helped.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
That's so rude.
Strength.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Well, we might kill it this turn, so I'm gonna refresh everybody's MP.
That side means he's gonna heal. Attack him, or he'll eat the puppets.
I shall vanquish evil. Perhaps not. Warlord! No, after me! Something else. To the fore! Ah!
Wait, he should have been front boost. Oopsies.
What a mess. Let's do
My
this!
bad.
No holding back! All's fair in war.
Observe the enemy. Behold!
We'll combine our
stand
together.
The puppet's magla's fading.
We might one-shot here.
Got them right in their weak spot.
We're looking
I better pass for now.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. Be a waste to let this sit.
Yep, just gonna refresh everybody's MP here,
What's needed?
and then we're gonna kill him.
All yours.
I stand to you.
There is no
Let's work
power
together.
Can we charge?
This won't work. Lend me your strength.
Alright, bonk.
I'm counting on you!
Alright, that wasn't the kill. We didn't have a Vidyartha. I forgot. I should have given him a Vidyartha.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Trying to remove debuffs that aren't there.
Come on. This has to work.
Oh, thank you.
That side means he's gonna heal. Attack him, or he'll eat the puppets. Let's get some use
I
out
owe
of
you.
this.
Now, what's the play? Give me your aid! No. Ah!
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Allies, together!
God, it's so cheap. Look at the cost of this, like 10 MP?
It's up to you now.
Monk?
It's Magless fading! Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Let's set it up.
Are we even charged right now? We're not charged right now, but we can hit this and kill him. I think.
All right, let's go!
No!
This'll be over soon enough.
One more.
The ways to let this
Thanks.
sit.
The world
You first.
of old and its people
Comrades, lend me your
shall
strength.
perish.
Let my power support you.
GG's.
My world! My perfect world! Not yet. I refuse. I won't let it end like this. You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one. Oh, peon.
Okay, so it's practically impossible to beat this guy beyond the first turn.
His Magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's own words, yeah?
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone. It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Luis Guiaban! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
Come on, everyone. Let's go!
Look at all that
Come
magma.
forth, royal soul!
But still, we can't afford to lose. I'll show you. Maybe moving to the... I call upon a royal soul. Going for the weak spot.
Whoops.
The world of old.
I should have charged.
People shall perish.
Look at all that
Come
magma.
forth, royal soul!
But still, we can't afford to lose. I've got just the... Watch me.
Doesn't matter where we're placed.
Up it now for a grand maneuver.
That helped.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Now, what's the play? Let's do this!
We'll combine our strength.
Let's do this.
Our new
Let us
world
fight
ideals
as one.
have no need for you.
You can do this.
First ploy exposed
Let's stay
to
calm.
weakness.
Lend me your strength.
I'm counting on you!
Come on, follow me.
We'll combine our strength. Thanks.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
I shall... Are you prepared? How do you like this?
Observe the enemy.
Do we have
Come!
item connoisseur? We do have item connoisseur. I wonder if this affects food items.
There!
I will fight with... I won't hold back! Better be... Let's work together!
We'll team up!
I'll give you now for a grand maneuver.
You can... That helped.
I owe you.
What's needed?
There is no power
I shall vanquish evil.
in your fantasy.
All's fair in war.
I stand ready.
It doesn't affect.
From our provisions.
We could just keep We could just keep eating this until this guy's dead.
Its ideals.
That's so fucked up.
Need for you.
We'll do this together!
That is the most fucked up consumable ever.
I'm counting on you!
Look, we're just gonna straight up kill him, like...
Come on, follow me.
Thanks.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
The world
Are you
of old
prepared?
and its people shall
This should help.
perish.
That helped.
That helped.
Is everyone all right?
We're not gonna sugarcoat it.
There!
Sublime spoonful.
It's okay. Let's set it up!
Coordination is
Through
key!
here.
I'll show you. No need to rush this. Come on, help me out.
Thanks.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged.
Now, what's the play?
Oh my god, that's so
wasting this.
Look at me, so sad.
Warlord! No, not this.
Yeah, nothing else that we could do here besides keep eating this. But I think he's dead next turn, so it doesn't matter. Who's next turn? Could keep adding turns, but this guy is dead. Whatever. Just use it.
Let justice prevail.
It's easy to get a lot of, it's very easy to get a lot of spoonfuls just by doing a bit of,
Join with me.
Save scumming.
Let's do this!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Let's
weak
stay calm.
spot.
Let's work together!
All right, let's go!
My world! But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Dawn breaks.
Huh? The title drop? For another game. Damn, I couldn't get the screenshot for it.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it.
Not yet.
Huh?
I have my ideals. Witness!
If you come for another round of ass beating, I'll give it to you.
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You've wielded the power of kings. It's time to stop following in their footsteps. Now it's your turn to take your place with them.
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Now, die!
We know. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream. With the power to change the world!
Is that a king archetype? No, let me play it.
Damn you!
Wait, that's not the... Is that the king archetype, or is that Magic Seeker? And a GG's. Quest clear, save the country. I finally bested my adversary, Louise, who had become a threat to all mankind. Thankfully, the nightmare of an entire populace transformed into humans has been averted. The nation has some hope for a future.
That must be the Lord that governs you too.
Yeah, it is.
In all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. The harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
No! Oh, okay.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit.
Damn, that was a gambler. Also Twink Death.
Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion
Hello.
will finally begin a new chapter.
Is that Mama? Can we actually see Mama? We just beat the game. Sir Mangaga from Gongaga is, has left to avoid spoilers.
This voice... is that...
Can we see Mama? We spent the entire game wondering about what Mama looks like.
Could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies.
Is this the big baddie, or is he a good king? We just beat the big baddie. This is the good king.
I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand.
Oh. What if he didn't do the side quests?
For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you.
Yeah, this is Dad.
Our child from me. All my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
You could do a drinking game with this game whenever they mention, like, anxiety.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins.
Metaphor 2? I don't know what the hell else they could do with this game, like...
Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed. They who hath overcome this fierce contest. The throne's new sovereign, I now reveal.
Election results.
Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Yay! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
He can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
These haters hating, they kinda coping. Oh shit.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Don't worry, they're gonna find out.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Is that still more? That Majora's Mask mood evolved, yeah. 11:05. Oh shit. What day is it? 11, right. It's Pocket. That's Spocky Day. I just realized.
Boy, the coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Where were you on November 5? I hope I can do this, I think.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest.
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the archetypes. Just keep your head high.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Hey, that's like $1 million smile right there from Hulkenberg. Your Majesty, I hope I can live up to that title. Smile?
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
That's where I need you guys. I just realized Maria's right there. Their concern is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers.
What?
First, the people would know how you aim to lead them.
Oh shit.
How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
Oh shit, we're actually gonna have a presidential address? Is that what it was called? Presidential whatchamacallit? Presidential speech, I mean. I'm not sure how I'll rule. We can change the world.
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
We are a great country.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
I love this country.
There are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll let my work prove my words.
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
They got you drafted up your presidential speech here.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Where's Alonso? I thought he was supposed to be my house speaker.
Good luck.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
No. Is this the game end? No, it's not yet game end. Cutscene.
We'll write a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king!
Juna Urzer.
Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
It's kind of short for the presidential speech, ain't it?
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it! Your attention, please!
Gang gang?
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Is that the game end? That's game end! Man, I kind of wanted to play the king archetype.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
Oh yeah, sure, man. That's what I was hoping for.
1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Sweet! There's a time skip. Tw 12:35?
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, their headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic.
Wait, they're a round table? There are Knights of the Round Table? That's crazy, that's huge.
Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
We turned our oomph into the Knights of the Round.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
Huh? We don't need igniters anymore?
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest among the people.
Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less.
Jaime? With the Royal Knights? Wait, what happened to Hulkenberg? I thought she was gonna be like the head of the Royal Knights.
You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Oh shit, that's me. People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face. Wait, he's just running around? Walking around among the common folk?
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
He don't need guards, he's cracked. Cute!
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people.
Hulkenberg's new fit.
How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it?
What's she doing here?
Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
I thought
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises
Cute.
that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How'd Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you! Oh, good grief. Some things never change.
What's Troll doing now?
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Fucking around in town.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up Sanctists, but those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other Sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, powers fall to the hands of those who have never wielded it. You must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a Sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
That's hilarious. We're just hanging out with the people. I'm glad to see more optimism in this world. Still, it takes more than that to effect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be.
Can we see, like, a year older Maria?
Either way, best keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard.
Oh, okay. So Hulkenberg is still the captain.
Oh, there you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Whoops. Oh, I love that new fit.
So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juna would be back from her expedition today.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Yeah. Hulkenberg's like perma stuck with us.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
We get to run around one last time.
Let's go!
Gallica says this reminds you of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago now. She might be praying in the Grand Cathedral, just like back then. Before heading for the Grand Cathedral, why not go talk to everyone else first? They're all in the royal capital to prepare for the new year, so let's find them.
Hey?
What now?
12:35. No, I want to see the king archetype. That's the prince archetype.
Hey?
All right, then.
Oh, there's a bond with everybody. Alright, give me a second here. Be right back.
What now?
Alright, I'm back. Hopefully these final bonds are voiced. Hi, Hulkenberg.
Come now.
Hulkenberg says, when you finish your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Not that as only that as a captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. Relax, Hulkenberg. You needn't be so serious, Hulkenberg. Lighten up, maybe? Hulkenberg says, you mean to say I am too fussy? Well, it's only proper for the captain of the Royal Guard. To be overfamiliar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels, now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer, searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so?
I never tire of the faces the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as a witness to my duel. Ah, Redanth, I say. You mean your duel with Redanth. Hulkenberg says, yes, thanks to you, I was able to face him with eyes forward and put my past behind me. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Redanth's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king.
Well,
you do not make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just the king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices and clarion truth.
This I vow.
I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do, your majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so.
What do you want to do?
Gallica says, there's still other people we can talk to, but did you want to go to see Maria now? Well, we're gonna talk to everyone.
You're not serious.
Huh? The king? No, no way.
So, we meet again.
Even the random people on the street.
It's all right.
Alonso. We should give him. Does he not have a job at the palace?
Pleasure to see you.
Alonso says, why hello, your majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists, and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no? It's been tough going, I say. But I'm glad we've managed so far. Alonso says, quite right. Your critics are loud and open with their barbs, but plenty more have put their faith in you. Besides, most of these agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the royal adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope. What does an adjutant do? I forget. Oh, it's just an officer. Some kind of like admin assistant to anyways, yeah.
Hey.
Alonso says, I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. I'm sure she would, I say. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yes.
Alonso says, I hope so. I was such a problem child, I'd like to make this a country where honest folk like my mother can be happy.
Now that you mention it.
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Dachuram, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. Makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it.
Thank you.
I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you. And I'm proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nydia can walk about freely in our true forms. Alonso says, you're curious about what I look like in my true form? I'd be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we? Yeah, we beat Luis in his prime form. We just gave him a little bit of the most optimized of comps, and that one consumable that keeps giving you turns. Because Luis's second phase, I've tried many times, there's just no way you could survive the beyond the first turn of the second phase without beating the bosses from before.
It's a pickle.
There's an achievement tied to it too, so like,
That's the way.
got that out of the way, so it's that feels pretty nice. That Basilio and Heismace hanging out?
This place has really changed.
I want to walk into the bar.
Oh.
Hello, Heismay. Love that little cap on him. He looks so cute. Papa Heismay says, well, I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself.
Just...
Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. But who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A UGF outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. There was of course some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. Okay, so he took Redan's position. Times are changing, I say. The world has only begun to change.
True.
Heismay says, indeed. Grand titles and posts across the nation are held by all manners of tribes now, each contributing with their respective strength. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not make a country.
However...
Yet he stands for those very people, as symbol and representative. That the king and those around him are of mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in rural villages. How's Tadari?
You mention it.
Yes.
He seems as busy as he can handle, Heismay says, now that they've resumed trade with other villages. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. Barriers broken? Another one. For Lloyd Bannings. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. And someday, I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We've a way to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path toward it, Your Majesty. What's Basilio? Man, Basilio's looking dapper.
Yo!
Actually, he doesn't look that much different. It's just his coat is looking a bit different. Basilio says, hey, out inspecting again? Seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the efforts. Making your rounds, Basilio? I ask.
Hey.
Basilio says, yeah, captain of the Tradian Brigade reporting in. Oh, I see. He's the captain of the brigade, okay. And I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling myself a captain besides. You've taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know, but don't you worry, I've got 2 eyes on them even when I ain't looking.
But...
Yeah, Basilio needs to be royal chef instead. Yeah, he wanted to open a store. Maybe when he's off hours. Basilio says, way I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer turn into a life of crimes to make ends meet. If Adele could see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out. And not just Del, a lot of the guys who didn't make it. I wish they could have seen, I say. I only wish they could have seen it for themselves.
Yeah.
Basilio says, yeah, same. But long as we keep them in our memory, it's as close to saving them as we can get. Vinky included. We built this piece with a lot of blood and tears, so I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them that didn't. All of them what didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stop being bad because you're king now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot though, so thanks for not giving up on us. Or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it, I'll solve it quick like... No, he should be at the restaurant. He should be at his restaurant spot. In a corridor over in the prime spot in Grand Trad, you know?
Go back to the
All right,
Old
then.
Kingdom.
Who else can we talk to? He's...
I'm just incredulous.
Oh.
Damn. Isn't that one of the candidates?
Well, what?
Julian.
Yes.
We're endorsing rebellion. Don't worry.
Oh, very nice.
This is the longest endgame portion I ever seen.
All very nice.
Yeah, they're making sure that not everybody has been like... There's a lot of work to be done still. How about the mag broker? Wait, I want to find Brigida. Wait, I want to talk to Fabienne before I go. Wait, what's this random guard?
This place is really changed.
The gallows is still here?
This place.
Fucking take it down, man. It's been a year.
Oi!
Whatever the hell happened to those dudes that were dead in the street, like... Wait, I want to talk to Fabienne before I go. They let you talk to your friends before you call it. Fabienne says, to think that the king of our country would sneak over to my tavern without so much as a single bodyguard with him. You never change, do you? But this city hasn't changed either. Sunshade Row isn't as safe as one might hope it would be under your rule. Still, why don't you pay Maria a visit before you head back to the palace? It'd definitely make her day. I don't care about this informant.
Hey?
You're not serious.
Who else is in town?
All right then.
Okay, there's nobody else here.
Go.
San Lameo Street. Brigida. Right.
Yeah.
Who's over here? Yours. Fine, we're already here. Yours says, ho 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 ho, what brings his royal majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you?
Aha!
I know how it is. The fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau and can research as I please now, but something's missing. I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon that runner in the way I do. Take your job seriously, please. I know how you feel.
About that.
I feel like I know what you mean when you say something's missing.
Oh.
Nura says, I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. I rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither with the runner. Not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you given to a man who used to skulk about, modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why? One day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit, stuck. At the beginning. On the development.
Indeed.
And it's times like this I need a simulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick? Do I smell another relic hunt, I say? Nura says, don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better left off untouched, they've become the guiding principles of my research, you know?
That's...
Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all.
However...
Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I'm a Bali genius. I knew it. What I need is simulation. Your Majesty. You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. They shouldn't let us fuck around.
All right.
In the post-game.
This is.
Juna. Juna looks so cute with her witch hat.
My king.
It looks great. It's so big. Big hat. Juna says, oh, there you are. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. Bring any souvenirs, I ask?
In that case.
Gosh!
Juna says, let's just focus on the report. Don't worry, I'll give you just the gist. Firstly,
well,
the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing and we're already processing admissions. I must say I'm still surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy, of all places. Oh, the cat? Morris cat. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on this little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he?
So...
Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. It may even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with Mirdus. Who's that again? That's so mean. What? He's well, I trust.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Juna says more than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights, her in music, and me coming face to face with magic again.
Hey!
Surely you remember music was the first magic born in this world, yes? When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the heart of others. And when they make hearts as well, why, there's no end to the magic. So you just watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted. And if it makes the world a better place, why, isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rella taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. Damn, she's gonna turn the Mage Academy into an idol school. Idol Mage School.
Wait a sec.
Yeah, it's the cat from Academia.
That's a good kitty.
Oh.
Dear me!
Bye, kitty. Brigida! Brigida says the king himself, out browsing the shops? Huh, perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Any recommendations? Brigida says one igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out of it at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children.
Say.
I now hold the position where I control the distribution of all manners of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can't help but think if I had been in this position sooner, then the church's violence, the tragedies of that village could have been prevented. Let's focus on the present and what you can do.
Brigitte.
I say what matters is how we move forward though, right?
Yes.
Brigida says indeed. I can dwell on the past all I wish, but it won't change it. The future, on the other hand. I took up this post after I was nominated by my colleagues. In other words, I suppose that means people have expectations of me, and that I too am a spoke in the wheel of change. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons could ever disappear from this world.
Yet.
It's all the more reason I hope that the reason for people to wield them continue to decline. This fucking rude ass lady walked in between us in the middle of a conversation. Brigida says, to that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can, with all that I am. Just as you do.
Speaking of...
Yes, do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives, but there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I had no choice but to spare their lives, but I couldn't subject the gentle dog to the atrocities I'd commit in her name. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. Oh, where is it? I'd love to see her. Fucking loveless.
Hey!
What's this guy doing? When are you gonna lower the booze prices in this country?
Yeah.
Ain't this a pickle?
Cabio? Oh! This is the guy who was like, over the Caradrius, the one who was piloting Caradrius.
You've got this under control, yeah? Alright, where are all my other friends?
Alright then.
Is this Yufa? She usually hangs out here. Yep, that's Yufa. Yufa, my beloved. What's her position in the palace? Oh, wait, I want to see Adeni. Is Adeni somewhere?
The prince has become...
Ain't this a pickle?
Oh. Oh, come off it.
Wait, there's still Elda racism. Amazing.
Dear me!
Ripping this is.
Yes, hello.
Wait, it's the fucking racist. Who are you?
How dare you!
Fuck you, dog.
Amazing.
An elder? Now, how did I wind up here?
Amazing.
Wait, this guy.
Oi!
If only you can use the toilet at the end. Yeah, it's Idol's Day. They should let us take a shit in the Gauntlet Runner. Wait, they don't? Oh. Aw. Oh wait, that's Lena.
Hi there!
Hey, ma'am. Little Lumpy. Hiya, boss? Wait, she called us boss. Oh, they're palace engineers now. Interesting.
Turban!
There's still a bunch of humans running around.
Just sublime.
What the fuck is this? I want to see a Denny. This asshole.
Hello.
I still don't have the Fortune's God Abacus. I forgot to grab it. Oh, well, I never thought of grabbing it.
Honestly.
Your best buddy who gave you one shot potential.
The prince has become magnificent indeed.
Where's a Denny? I want to see a Denny. Fine, we'll talk to Yufa.
Greetings.
I don't want to delay any longer. I love Yufa. Yufa says, working hard as ever? Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. Oh, she's Magistrate. Okay. Shouldn't you delegate that? Our court has time for that?
Well...
Yes, of course.
Yufa says, in the past, we were busy with cases of violence and theft, but those have decreased remarkably.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and can be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is...
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, for those who suffer need not to turn to crime. And so I practice what I preach.
Now that you mention it...
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. How is Ovi? I asked.
Very well.
Yufa says, yes, we practiced together. We practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God.
I do believe.
I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need.
Because...
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty. I hope you allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. You fell up. Oh, there's a Denny. He was right there. Wait, what's he doing in the city? Now that I think about it. This is a ways away from the island. But we do have teleportation magic now, so...
Oh.
Battlein says, well, hello there, Your Majesty. As laid back as ever, I see. I don't know why I interacted with Battlein before with the Denny. I wanted to talk to a Denny first. Battlein says, I myself have been crying like a baby, for I find my position as Chairman of Parliament quite an unfamiliar one. Still, I've considered these open to all parliamentary meetings. Compiling all those opinions is indeed hard work, but work well worth doing.
This fellow.
It won't be easy for those who are at the church's beck and call to change, but I think they've been starting to see what they turned a blind eye to, at least a bit, no? A person who speaks real truth to the public without yielding to authority, that's what my father and I wished for, a true and proper town crier. This country's turned over a new leaf, but there are still many problems to work out. It seems the rural regions are still suffering from human havoc.
I'm counting on you.
All I'm saying is we're a long way from utopia, but still the first step is as important as the last, and we're taking big ones.
Aha!
They should make like a side... We should make like a side game for Metaphor, where you're just like a hunter for humans or something. I don't know, something low-key. I don't know, I'm just hoping for another game in this setting.
Hey.
Hiya, Denny, big bro. Brother-in-law. And Denny says, hello there, Your Majesty. It's great to see that you're doing as well as ever. I've just left the meeting with the provincial lords. I've also preached the Mysteri teachings in various areas when the opportunity arises. Many still push back against such teachings, but that's perfectly fine. A country is well served by different perspectives. Many of the villagers have come around to this too, you know. I think that's because you all faced such danger on our behalf. Still, it won't be easy to change the entirety of Uchronia. Its history is embedded deep in its roots. The country is larger, and some people will need all the power you have. The true test of your values has only just begun. Good to see you, big bro. Okay, that's everybody here, I think.
It's a pickle.
Where to go next?
Let's go!
Wait, I want to see the Gauntlet Runner. Is there anybody hanging out in the Gauntlet Runner? No. Wait, did you let you use the toilet at the end?
Right.
Won't let you use the washroom though? Can we inspect the pantry? No. Inspect the beds. Damn, they won't let you look at anything.
All right then.
Okay, well, let's go back to town. Wait, they actually list out who you can talk to?
Where to?
Barden, Katharina, and Stroll. There's only 3 left. I'm so sad.
Let's head there right away.
Stroll for last, because he's the one who was there from the beginning.
My oh my.
This asshole. Fuck this guy, I'm not talking to him.
May God keep you, child.
Oh.
May God keep you, child.
Lovely, that.
What is this? Oh. Barden.
That's something.
Barden says, what an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. Quinkydonk. No guards with you today. Don't worry, I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going on over how the provincial governments are doing. We convened for the new year. How are things in Matera, I asked.
So,
Barden says, oh, it's as lively as it used to be. And we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. That dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like ancient history now. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords... Oh, he is? It's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns has employment up, and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and then when we combine our heads, there's no problems we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. That brings me back, I say. Barden says, I know I was trying to do too much of my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once, and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, what with all the proceedings and disputes.
Then again...
Still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble.
Brilliant.
And choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change.
Lovely, that.
all right then.
Lovely.
Katharina? This is where we first spotted her.
Hi there.
Katharina says, oh, well, if it ain't the big man himself. Good timing, mate. I just got back into town myself. Long time no see, I say. I'm so sad Katharina regularly takes off for other countries. Long time no see.
Oh, right.
Katharina says, ain't it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seekers recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic, I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country is a little tense? Isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different, my head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull if I could speak my mind. But this country's changing for the better. I'm glad I turned over the throne to you. You turned it over? I appreciate it, I say.
Hold on.
Katharina says, oh, come on, I'm just roasting you. After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you with making the lives of us Parapists better than they was. All my cohort have found jobs, and some of them have even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long.
See you soon, I hope.
But don't you worry your kingly head. I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Do something proper king-ish with it, yeah? The world's a crazy place, please! Please make another game in the metaphor universe. Like, Katharina's fucking teasing it. I want it.
Say there.
And finally, our boy, Stroll. Unless there's somebody else that we could talk to here. Now we're just gonna talk to Stroll. Our day one, Stroll, our bestie. Stroll says, skulking about the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg is on the hunt. The classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which, I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. Should I be more pretentious? I could say the same of you. I say. Stroll says, ahem. That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. General of the army? What is he a lord or a general of? Stroll says, I really should take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating, like she was born to do so. Not that I can talk. I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself.
Even so.
You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles. a little too clearly. A general's duties feel overwhelming at times. But there are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives.
Hey!
Remember our first meeting at the recruitment center? I, a fallen noble with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were a little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions, and I certainly couldn't have saved the Hellions.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. Give yourself some credit, I say.
That's... no.
Stroll says, I would still owe my credit. I would still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives thanks to you.
Hey.
You have a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. But show me the way and I'll blaze the trail. Now and always, it's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is as steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me now and always.
Say there.
Ah, Stroll. I'm glad that we're stuck with our friends in the end.
Grand, innit? Ah, wonderful.
Alright, fuck these guys. I'm going in. I want to see Maria. I think we've heard all we can from people. Should we head to where Maria is? Let's go see her, I say. Gallica says, being here sure brings back memories. We remember how we came looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? Time for the king to do work. No, we don't want to work. She's happy now, I think.
But...
Gallica says you can say that again. This country's turned around since then, so no doubt about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really coming into fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me, what's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that the one you've been working on yourself? I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting in the ink, that means you're gonna make it a reality someday. Now then, your majesty, shall we get going? No! Is this the end of the game? I want to see Maria. There's Maria. Baby girl. She hasn't grown.
Oh, hello there.
Baby girl.
Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa. Even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day. This too is Real Haru.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
A place where I ought to be, a side of myself I ought to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
You make a trusty advisor.
Yes. I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
Cute.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Oh yeah, we're low-key
thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Kuya Stroll and the gang.
everyone! Long time no see! How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Yeah, gang. Did I get my screenshot? I got my screenshot. Fuck yes.
Lady Tuna, did you really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
I love Basilio. What's Gallica's position? Our trusted advisor. Number one trusted advisor, and Maria is number 2 trusted advisor.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
There's still work to be done, gang.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right, the capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls. Let's go for another adventure, gang!
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't gonna fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Hulkenberg, wait.
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
Yeah, but what if you didn't do the side quests? Would Basilio say this?
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Imagine if you didn't, like...
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Life is full of surprises.
Makes me wonder, yeah, we went for a completionist run. Is it like a bad end, maybe?
Right.
If we ain't do any of that? I've resolved to believe in my ideals no matter what may become, even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, a king's belief can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Yeah, man, gang.
We're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
No, I don't want to go back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
Is that it?
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Okay. Wait, this game won't end. Oh, where are we going?
A journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
Still have the epilogue?
There's more I have to see. There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
And one last dungeon. Wait, what?
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Fuck me. Wait, is this... Can we metaphor too? You got me there.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
Yeah, but don't we got that ability to... Don't we got that ability to summon a tulpa? Why can't we just do that with everyone?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized, so I'll press onward. That's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me.
The King's Survey.
What a fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
So you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
This is a perfect ending. This is a perfect, very sweet ending.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
Knights of the Round, I summon you.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you've no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, the people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
My friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
When the king died at the start, the ministers will say, say their country will be vulnerable to foreign powers and more interested in the world beyond this island. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. This country, right? Because they were kind of implying that there's a lot of other countries out there, and there's a lot of crazy shit going on all the other countries. From what Katharina implied, I'm kind of interested in that. They could keep building with the setting that they built for a metaphor. Like, that's what I'm hoping that they would do for a metaphor. Metaphor 2. They could do with a whole new cast. They could bring... Because I don't know what else they could do with us, you know, because we're the king, you know?
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
I was actually thinking of being king in just half of the game, and the other half is dealing with Amagla and humans as king, but it was literally all about the crown only. Yeah. I was hoping for that too, but that could make like an entirely new game, or where it's just like a random fun adventure. Like a Dragon Quest. It's nothing too serious, just some great evil that showed up in the land somewhere. It doesn't have to be something grand, is what I would want for this post-game shenanigans. Just something more to do as a king. Maybe just yeah.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? We'll just have to lead by example.
Some post-game. I don't think, yeah, there's no post-game in this game, right? They're gonna throw you right back into New Game Plus.
Right then, let's go.
Now, what about the others?
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him.
No.
That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know.
That's it.
To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
GG's. Huh? Cutscene?
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They've been here the entire time? How's he doing that?
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Oh, we brought Maria.
Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
Oh shit, I never realized that.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
I didn't even notice that. Huge. Ah, GG's. What a great game. I don't even know if there might be a lot of credits here. The for real GG's. GG's. What a fantastic game. Has definitely lived up to the hype around it, I feel like. 7 minutes stuck at unskippable credits. Wait, no shit. Oh shit, you are actually stuck in this. Man, this monk is going crazy, huh? Shit, I can't even tab out. Otherwise, since the credits are gonna pause. Yeah, what a fantastic game. I feel like, yeah, if I was like a YouTuber that really cared about the algorithm, I'd be making like a video. I was there wanting to go New Game Plus and this credit blocked me. Yeah. Yeah, if I was like a YouTuber trying to work the algorithm, trying to earn a little bit of money, I would have made like a video that was like, that had me going like, lived up to this metaphor, lived up to the potential, or like some kind of a caption going like, lived up to the hype, for that clickbait, for that algorithm. But we're not like that. Chat, it's definitely lived up to the hype, I feel like. We had a wonderful cast. Yeah, I feel like it definitely could have done more. But this game has been stuck in like how long in the development? Was stuck in the development for a while. But they're definitely, I feel like they're definitely gonna do like Metaphor too. I wouldn't put it past Atlas to try and re-release this game. Metaphor, ReFantazio, Royale, Reload, Golden. Overclocked. Vengeance. Trying to extend the title of the next Metaphor. The extended version of Metaphor. Coming out in next year. Or maybe in 2 years' time. Yeah, it definitely could have done more. I feel like they showed you a king archetype. I was like, I want to play the king archetype. And that one credit, in that one cutscene when you were fighting off Luis. That one last tango with Luis. I want to see the king archetype. Yeah, I feel like they could have done something like a post-game stuff. Yeah, this whole game is like disc 1, then we insert disc 2. I was thinking something like that. Something like that, like where you, the post-game stuff, where it's just this entirely different thing. Like, he could either create, like, a Metaphor 2, or just, like, some post-game stuff, because, like, we were... Like, if this was, like, a game from the early 2000s, late 90s, where you can get some, pretty nutty amount of content for, post-game stuff in, like, old RPGs. I'm trying to remember what kind of RPGs they used to play that used to have, like, a crazy amount of post-game stuff, but... They could have done that with this game, I feel like. They could try to make like a metaphor too. It doesn't have to be as serious. I mean, in like the story, they don't need to make it as serious as Metaphor 1. They could make like Metaphor 2 just like doing stupid shit shenanigans with the friends. Tying up loose ends, just going on a hunt. Humans and cleaning up the countryside of humans. And the melancholy of crystals and oh, there you go. The credit for the chanter, the guy going off in the music. New bonds, yeah. Cause there was I think Batlin was one of the ones that were scrapped for the followers. And I feel like a Denny could have been like a follower as well. And then yeah, there was some scrapped bonds. Wait, Gallica Sumipe? Zorba Sugita? What? Katharina's I-Fi Ruse. Wait, these are some crazy names. Anyways. Yeah, and then end the game with choosing a queen. What is this, Fire Emblem? Oh shit, and then they could do like something of like where you can raise or a second generation metaphor. You get to have a kid. And they come from the future or some shit. Be doing Sims now. You should do something like Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't think it's beyond like the shenanigans that we're doing with the magic in this game system or whatever. They let you choose a queen, and then you get to have a kid with your queen, and they come from the future, some kind of ruined future, and we try to prevent that future. It's fucking Fire Emblem. I'm just describing Fire Emblem Awakening again. I was expecting this stream to be short, but that epilogue was decently lengthy, so I'm pretty happy about that. I thought that I thought that I would have like some spare time to try out New Game Plus, but it's getting pretty late. It's almost like 3 a.m. again. I'm fucked tomorrow. My sleep schedule is just absolutely destroyed. Only 7 minutes unskippable credits. Yeah, 3 a.m. on a Monday. It's not tomorrow anymore. We do have a long weekend going on right now, so it's I can do this I can go for crazy hours where I am. But I will be fucked tomorrow because my sleep schedule, I kind of made like going to sleep at like 3 a.m, 4 a.m. Kind of my normal over the weekend, so I'm kind of fucked. Okay, we got to the executive producer. That's it. That's the end. That's crazy that this the credits are only 7 minutes long. What was that one game from Sony that died? Concord? The fucking credits for that game is like an hour long. Atlas. Atlas, I clapped. Yeah, Concord's credits, I think it was like an hour long or some shit. You can probably look it up on YouTube. I actually never saw it. The Great
Dear
Secret...
guest, from a world I shall never know.
That's me.
In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you.
Oh shit, that's me. I can't believe they gave like a special thanks to you at the end of this game. That's amazing.
With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
I fucking clapped. Wait, what?
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Where is
Let's
this?
see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideals. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed.
Basilio and Heisman are besties now.
The strength to believe in the unknown. That can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Metaphor, too. Fantasy lives on. GG's. For real, for reals. You can transfer currently owned items with some exceptions. What do you mean? Money, mag, royal virtues, scanned enemies, archetype statuses, total playtime, yep. Let's place it here. $101 hours. Ah! GG's. What if I load this? I just kind of want to take a peek. Ah. Never mind. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Hi, more. Anyways, that'll be it for me for tonight. Thank you for joining me at Journey's End. Free run beyond Journey's End. Good morning to me. Good evening to you. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you later. Thank you for joining me in our Journey's End. Peace out, my friend. GG's.